Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing an intuitive love reading for you guys today. And this is one of my, I'll do this for friends, but this is the first time I'm posting any of this stuff. So it's more of like a collective love reading. So, just know that if this finds you, that this message is timeless and it's finding you at the right moment. Whatever moment that might be. Okay, so let's just get into it. The first thing, I might use some cards, but I might not. We'll just see sort of how long this goes. This is the message that's trying to come out right now. Logic. I'm thinking I'm getting seeing this person is wearing glasses, but there's a message coming through about trying to make a decision about something. So maybe this is a logical decision. Maybe this is a intuitive decision. But something about logic being a option that's been coming up a lot. So instead of maybe trusting with your heart, you're more looking with your head at something. So there's sort of a logical thing that's going on here. I'm also getting bugs. So you might be getting bugs, like issues or just things kind of popping up. So let me think again. Okay. I'm also getting a message of Ableton. Like you guys are going to be able to do a lot of stuff together. Maybe once you make this logical choice, or once you trust in more of this intuitive voice in your head. But yeah, I'm just getting a strong feeling of ton. Like you're gonna be able to do a ton of things together. Maybe this person's, their energy is very heavy. You can feel very heavy up there in their head, so with that feeling that they're maybe able to lift that weight off and do something a little more maybe able-bodied, maybe able-minded, so you might be feeling an impulse to exercise in this time and get more connected with your body. Also getting message of eye lock, like maybe you guys will be using Pro Tools together, you and this sort of logically minded person with glasses. Maybe you'll be on the computer tracking some stuff together. Maybe I know a lot of people who listen to these kinds of things. You are a creative person, and maybe this other person more of an analytical person, so it might be good actually to use Pro Tools together, because Pro Tools is sort of this program that feels very simple and dedicated to one aesthetic, one sort of workflow, so you guys might be getting into a studio together. You guys maybe you guys are going to book out a little time together. So you try to make a little time in your schedule for maybe not just creative things, but love related things. Okay. So yeah, I'm just getting that strong message of eye lock. So you will want to get an eye lock so that you're not locked out of your Pro Tools sessions. Okay. Getting one more thing that's kind of coming through. Not sure if this is gonna, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but I'm getting a strong, image of a serum, maybe a serum that you will be putting on your face. tying it back into this sort of logical thing, this person might be really into their nightly routine, needing to get to bed at a certain time. And meanwhile, you are maybe up at some other time doing something creative. So you might have this sort of creative energy that's surrounding you, that's sort of flowing out of you. And this person has this other logical, more like able, maybe more materialistically focused, able to, do a ton of things, but maybe not able to make this time, to proceed in sort of creative endeavor with you, maybe on Pro Tools. So, so their serum is then something that, I'm not sure exactly of what a serum is. I know you can use a serum for like your face or something like that for skincare, but I feel like serum has it sort of has this like potion quality to it. You know what I mean? Like a sort of, it might be in like an eyedropper. So it has this, mystical quality to it. So I would say maybe you and this person should maybe investigate a drink together or something like that, or sharing in some sort of meal or something sort of serum related. So maybe you guys, while you're making, it's going to obviously, like leave what resonates or leave what doesn't resonate and take what does. But I would definitely recommend maybe getting a drink, and then afterwards you guys can plug into like a Pro Tools session together or something like that, and make some cool music together. What else? Yes, serums are going to be on your face, or they might be in a love potion together. So I'm also getting strong like feelings of this other energy sort of coming out, like fruity something, like fruit, maybe Fruit Loops or Florida, something about Florida. So maybe some of you listening to this are living in Florida, and there's fruits on the trees. So you could be thinking about maybe after this session, maybe checking in with the fruits of your labors a little bit. So you guys will be listening to this song, or I'm not sure exactly if you guys make music or if it's something maybe more literary, like maybe you're making an audiobook. Anyways, just thinking about Florida as well, at the hot sun and the beaches and the waves, and then loops. So you guys will be making loops. Not so much in I think you can definitely make loops in Pro Tools, but Pro Tools to me is more of like a tracking environment for recording music. So definitely maybe there's loops in you're thinking about this person, you're thinking a lot about them, you're thinking about how they could sort of fit into your creative atmosphere. Creativity is a big form of love too. So sharing that creativity with somebody who's maybe wearing glasses and they have a serious feeling about what it is that they need to do in this world. So they might not be totally trusting in that heart chakra, that heart energy. Might be feeling a little closed off. So, I might leave it there. There's not really a ton of advice here, other than something sort of specific. But yes, I love you guys so much. You are perfect just the way you are. So this, even in like creative endeavor, it takes a lot to share in that with somebody and to want to make something that is great. So I would also just say, don't overthink whatever it is that you're making, because you never know who it's going to touch or connect with. So I think I'm going to leave it there with that message of love and peaceful acceptance and eye lock. So definitely think about getting an eye lock. Anyways, that is the message I have for you guys today. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.